I was listening to one of my favorite radio shows, which talks about the news for the week in a very humorous way. And in one episode, they repeated the claim that fortified breakfast cereals, in particular Wheaties, have so much iron in them that you can pick them up with a magnet. I've worked with magnets for many years, and I'm very skeptical about this, but I thought I would try it out. Now, if you're going to check something with magnets, you want to start with a weaker magnet and then go to a stronger magnet, because if you have something very strongly magnetic and a very strong magnet, you can actually end up with a dangerous situation. So my weaker magnet is this ceramic magnet. It's this dark gray type of magnet. These are very cheap to produce. You'll find them all over the place. And one way to measure the strength of a magnet is to see how many paper clips it can pick up. So you can see it's reasonably strong. And my stronger magnet is a 2-inch diameter rare earth magnet. This is significantly stronger. You can start picking up the paper clips from much farther away and grabs them all with no problem. Now there are stronger magnets than this one, but probably none that you could actually hold in your hand. So let's get to it. For our Wheaties here. Take the weaker magnet. Absolutely no traction at all. I can stick the magnet right on the Wheaties, pick it up, there's nothing there. Go for the stronger magnet, go around here. You can set it down, pick it up. There's absolutely no attraction. All right, so Wheaties actually doesn't work. If you go down the cereal aisle, you'll find that there's a whole bunch of other cereals which have the same amount of iron per serving as those Wheaties. One of them is a Malto-meal, one of the cooked cereals. And for this demonstration, that has the advantage that before it's cooked, it's much more condensed. It's much smaller volume. So the same amount of iron is in this much smaller volume. So let's try that. Take our magnet, absolutely no attraction. Take our stronger magnet, still absolutely no attraction at all. All right, so even that cooked cereal shows no attraction. So let's up the ante a little bit. Here I have some prescription grade iron supplement pills. Each of these capsules has roughly 15 times as much iron in it as does that bowl of cereal. So 15 times as much iron in these. Test them with a weaker magnet, nothing. Test them with a stronger magnet, nothing. These are simply not attractive to a magnet. Now there's two possibilities here. One is there's simply not enough iron even in these capsules to see an attraction to the magnet. And the other one is that the iron might be in a form which is just not magnetic. It's simply not true. So to test that out, and we get a staple from a common desk stapler. This has about 1/5 as much iron in it as does the capsules. Okay. I bring up my weak magnet, it has no trouble picking up that staple. So there's plenty of iron in these capsules to be picked up by a magnet, but they're simply not attractive. So you can conclude that the form of the iron in these capsules, and probably then the form of the iron in these cereals, is simply a non-magnetic form of iron. So you can't pick it up with a magnet. All right, so let's see if the iron is enough to pick up a magnet if it was in the right form. So here's our bowl of Wheaties. We'll put it in a plastic bag. I'm going to take my desk stapler, which remember has about 3 times as much iron in it as does the bowl of cereal. Put a staple there. And now I'm going to try to pick that up with my magnet. The staple is attracted to the magnet. but it's not strong enough to pick up the cereal. So even if we could get all of the iron in this cereal, which is about 1/3 of this, into the correct magnetic form, it still would not pick up the cereal. So sorry, you're not going to be able to pick up your breakfast cereal with a magnet.